Play about to start in the third term. The Bays led by 22 points at quarter time, could only kick 2 points in the second term and only trailed by 4 points at half time. There's the tap down taken by Mulholland, kicks and is blocked by Wayne Phillips. His kick out towards centre wing finds Ainsbury. Took the swallow dive and the mark. From centre wing, Morey stands the mark, drives towards centre half forward, in front. It's marked here by Rawson. Osborne. Osborne's kick as the rain starts to team down here at Elizabeth Oval, down to the full forward position, picked up on a handball away towards Mulholland. Oh, it's a real squall at the moment. Mulholland's kick away towards the half-back line. The ball bounces, look at it, being pushed by the wind across the ground, taken by Daly. Daly's kick from centre half-back, up towards the centre of the ground. Streaking through is Ross. He had a brilliant first half. Got no one to give it to, has to kick it around his body. Castley's there, number 28, goes past him, past Marker, comes towards Andrews, beats that player, taken by O'Connor. O'Connor kicks to the half-forward line, beats Ken Smith, goes to the half-forward flank, and they're streaking for the ball. The Central Districts, it was O'Connor there on the half-forward flank, so...
How do you see them, Max? I can't even see them through the hail and wind.
I didn't pick that one too well. It was Fairclough clearing from the back line and O'Connor on the half-forward line. Throw in, and one of the most dramatic rain squalls I've ever seen in league football as it's kicked up, taken by Casserly. Casserly kicks deep in the pocket. Oh, good mark in these conditions. Real good mark to Saywell. Plays on, switches it out across the front of the goals. Trying to grab it, there's Mulholland, works it onto his boot. It'll go into the forward pocket. Oh, look at the wind take it out of bounds.
Well, that was stiff, really, because on an ordinary day, that could have even been a goal, but drifted right across and out of bounds on the full.
Central Districts lead by 4 points. The Bays could probably rue their fortune at the moment because the breeze is favouring the southern end, as Ian Aitken told us in the first half of the game. He is quite correct. That's been the scoring end, and it's the Bays' turn to kick with it. And they'd want to put some goals on the board. At the moment, Central Districts lead by 4 points. They trailed by 22 points at the end of the first quarter. Got up the lead by 4 points at half-time after the Bays could only manage 2 points against the breeze. Neville Caldwell, who's played some dashing football in the full-back position, to kick in, and he's tried a short one. Bay player goes to the ground as he's pushed from behind, and he'll get the free kick. Looks like Colby. It is Colby. Clears away from the back pocket up to the half-back line. Oh, it's a strong kick, and it's marked here by Casserly. Casserly, the former Western Australian player, is at half-forward right. His kick falling past Ken Smith, knocked away. The Bays bring it away from the half-back line. A strong clearing kick there through number 27 was Morgan, up towards centre wing. Marked here again by Central Districts, and they'll bring it back through Nix. Kicks it over, finds his teammate moving through, and it's a long kick from him towards centre half forward, marked by Colby. Colby plays it on, out towards the half-back line. Finds Crabb. Crabb, who had a pretty quiet first half. Oh, he can't bounce that ball in these conditions. Kicks from centre wing down to the half-forward line. The swing of the ball caught all the players. Almost impossible conditions at the moment as it's kicked away. Picked up by Norsworthy. The rain easing off now as it's kicked by Central Districts down through Swinstead to centre half forward.
Taken away here from Mobbs, a hand pass to Castley. Castley steadies as the thunder creeps out. A brutal flap. It goes down towards the right full forward pocket. Marked here by Saywell. Good football by Central Districts. They're adapting themselves quite well to the shocking conditions, as Max Hall has spoken about. Saywell in the quite an acute angle, and he's certainly kicking into the teeth of a gale. Kicks on its way. It's not a baddie either as far as distance goes, but it floats offline and through for 1 point only. Takes Central Districts on to 5 goals 10. Glenelg remain on 5 goals 5.
I suppose you could say under these conditions any score's a good score, because it's the worst I've seen for many a long day to play football in. 40, 50 mile an hour gale, hail, dark conditions is a short pass.
The ball goes for the short cast out the way of Moss. The ball eludes that player. Fortunately, it bounces well off. Coming away with the ball is Harris. Johns, not Harris. Oh, it's got a bad-looking kick. It's a beauty. Straight through, bringing up Central District's 6 goals. They move up to 6 goals 10. Glenelg by 5, Wally May.
2 goals to Johns and a bad mistake by Caldwell at full back. Short passing in the back lines, even when it's dry, is dangerous, but on a day like this, fatal. He put it out to the side that you can kick goals from. It was a short pass, it was missed, and Johns has put a very, very valuable goal on the board. Bad football, Glenelg.
That's a bad mistake, as Wally told you. It was bad enough to short pass, but even if he'd short passed on the defensive side, but to put it on the attacking side for Central Districts, almost an inexcusable mistake, and I'd hate to have been sitting on the Bay bench then. The air would have been blue.
I would like to go in down that race tonight if they get beat.
There's the bounce, and it's tapped down by Farnham. Farnham towards Nix on that occasion, taken by Mulholland, kicks towards centre half forward. Central Districts handling the conditions better at the moment. They don't seem to mind the conditions. Crabb with a handball away, finds a teammate there in Rex Voigt. He's got Ainsbury calling for the ball. He's caught in under it in the forward pocket. Rawson tries to mark it, coming through, knocking it on. No, it's Voigt again. Voigt tries to kick it off the ground. Voigt lying on the top of the ball now. They bulldoze him into the turf. He taps it on into the forward pocket, comes to Fred Phillis, goes without the ball. Picked up here by Central Districts through Swinstead. He tries to kick it off the ground, taken by Crabb. Crabb hooks it around in front of goals. A good effort, goes past Ainsbury. Taken by Andrews, the centre half back. Taken to ground, and there's a free kick picked up out of this to be taken by Central Districts. Wally?
I couldn't see it. There were 2 or 3 there. He's found one.
Nix has it though.
Nix kicks into the man on the mark, and at the moment no one really seems to be relishing the conditions, but Central District's doing a little bit better. Have a look at them in the crowd there. It'll give you some idea of the conditions on your Channel 9 screen at the moment. A good shot, that one. Throw in. Kernahan gets to the front position. Farnan from behind. Taken away by Nix. Nix's kick to the half-back line. Missed by Wayne Phillis, understandably. Taken away by Central through Mobbs. He's down on the half-back line at the moment. Kicks towards centre half-forward. Nearly marked there by Central Districts through Skinner. I thought the mark would have been paid. Doubles back. Kicks towards centre half-forward. Blocked here by Hockridge. A handball over. Finds his teammate in Morgan. Morgan's kick out towards centre wing. Central Districts look like bringing it through again. Through their teammate there in Andrews, but not so, and a throw in on the far side.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Farnham goes across. He'll be doing battle with Harry Kernahan. Rovers over there is Rawson of Glenelg. Ball up into the air. Kernahan high into the air. Comes away. Well shepherded by Casserly. This has allowed Mulholland to come through, but the ball's taken away from him by Rosewarne. He slams it down the way of Ainsbury. Ainsbury hand passes to Marker. Marker tries to take possession of the ball, charges off after it. Nix tried to do the 1-2-3 business. Morey has it, makes 10 yards, then touches the ground, bursts away. There goes a good drop punt out towards the left half forward flank. Mobbs gets the good position, and Mobbs is marked on the left half forward flank. There's a lead further upfield the way of Norsworthy. That's the way it goes. Norsworthy couldn't control the ball well enough, but got a push in the back. In the opinion of umpire O'Connell, and has been awarded a free kick. There's another lead further afield, and the kick has been taken here. The mark has been taken by Lyle Skinner. Skinner.
This Glenelg defence is falling to pieces in these conditions. That's good short passing, good marking by Central Districts, and too much of it unopposed.
Lyle Skinner on the left half forward flank, short of the left half forward flank, moves in, deliberate kick is on its way, but it'll float across the face of goals, may even go out of bounds, but no, it's 1 point only, Wally May.
Yeah, well, I give Central Districts full due. You can win the game in this quarter. It's not going to be easy at the finish when you get tired. The ball's wet and it's slippery, and a good lead now could win the game. Central Districts know this, and they're going like blazes, looking for a player. They're marking well and kicking well under the conditions, and Glenelg are not checking.
Caldwell brings the ball back into play with a log drop punt out towards the outer side of the oval. Casserly tries to mark it, couldn't do so. Ball on the ground. Rawson tried to pick it up. He can't achieve that result. Mulholland sharks well, and it's a long kick in towards the square. It's not a bad one either. Saywell battling away there with Caldwell. Brings the ball back into play, but it's now gone out of play in the right full forward pocket. Naturally enough, the standard of the game is not particularly high at the moment, and under these conditions, fair enough. Waiting for the ball to come back in. Boundary umpire has it. There's the throw. Casserly down there gets the tap to it. It's a beauty. Goes straight down the throat of Saywell. Saywell jams it under his boot. Rolls up and hits the post. Oh, that's rough.
I'll tell you what, full marks Casserly. A beautiful left-hand hit out that hit Saywell right on the chest, and the hurried snap, it had to be hurried, hits the post. Bad luck. Good football, Casserly.
Caldwell brings the ball back into play. Goes to that outer side again. Wobbly old sort of a kick. Oh, good mark taken over there by the tall ruckman and Hockridge. Hockridge plays on immediately, sends in towards the centre of the ground. Ainsbury a long way down out of his position. Gets tackled by 3 Central Districts players. Norsworthy shovels a hand pass out to Casserly. Hockridge intercepts, takes it. directs it in towards the centre of the ground. In there is Nix. He can't control the ball. Coming away, trying to take it away is Rawson, but it's been picked up now by the half-back flanker and Davis. Davis, a solid footballer, sends it up towards centre-half forward. Moss knocks it away. Oh, a bit of a fisticuffs on it, centre-half forward. Nothing much involved in it. Peter Nix gets back under his hand. It's more like the Valita, actually, the country barn dance. Umpire O'Connell very quick to make certain that nothing does eventuate. He has control of the game. A couple of his decisions have been rather doubtful in my eyes, but still, it is a difficult climate, difficult conditions. Bounce down centre-half forward. Farnham gets up. Knocked away by Norsworthy, taken by Moss. His short kick goes up. Two Glenelg players there in Crabb and Osborne get mixed up. Glenelg work it away. Vivian chips in for Central Districts. The Bulldogs going better now with Vivian coming back into it. Streaks away, going at a good pace. Sends it down towards the right half forward flank. Players 1, 2, 3 pushing and shoving. And a free kick will go the way of Ken Smith. Smith plays on, sends it down towards the left centre wing. Over there is Phyllis. Taken by Marker. Marker of the Tigers sends it high towards the left half forward flank. Back there trying to take it as Fairclough. He can't control it. Ball on the ground. Nix comes across, tries to take possession. Pats it out. Casserly over to Davis. Good football by Casserly. Davis sends it in towards the centre of the ground. Back there is Colby. Mobbs tries to take the ride. Pretty optimistic in these conditions. It's kicked off by Chris Hunt. Well trapped there by Davis. Davis sends it back towards the left half forward flank. In there is Mulholland. Pats it out to Morey. Morey tries to get the slippery ball. Can't control it. In there is Crabb. Crabb comes away with it. Shovels it out to Colby. Good football, Glenelg. Colby sends it towards the right half forward flank. This is better. Down there, trying to get up in the air and take it was Crone. Swinstead backs up well. Play on, says the umpire. Picked up here by Norsworthy. Not much life in this game at the moment. Norsworthy sends it down towards the left half forward flank. Trying to take possession of the ball is number 26, which was Ken Smith. Mulholland flattened. Umpire O'Connell has awarded a free kick in favour of Glenelg.
Mulholland was a bad pass. He lifted both hands. Definitely a throw.
Moss has possession of the ball. He's been awarded the free kick. Played a great game this afternoon, Moss. His kick goes towards the right centre wing. Dropping back there is Norsworthy. Tries to trap the ball. Oh, it's as slippery as a greasy pig at the moment. Good work there by Norsworthy. Over to O'Connor. Rod O'Connor straightens up. Kick's not a good one. In towards the centre of the ground. Dropping back and taking possession of that is Osborne. Osborne moves in. Drop punts. Long one, up the way of Fred Phillis and Crone. Crone knocks it away. Swinstead comes over and backs up his full back very well. Sends it out the way of Norsworthy again. Norsworthy, David and Goliath in there and Hockridge. Norsworthy has the better of the two. He ducks around, doesn't know which way to go, jams it onto his boot, hopes it'll go out of bounds. It doesn't. Terry Crabb comes in. Oh, shocking kick. Goes out of bounds on the full. Well, that's not league football standard, Wally, even in these conditions.
Greasy ball. He's an awkward kick at the best of times, and he threw it up, and you can't do it on a day when the ball's as wet as blazes.
12-minute mark, third term. Davis clears away up towards centre wing, waiting for it there. Marker, good mark in these conditions, and Saywell of Central Districts is another who's marked well with the greasy ball down at the far end. Took a couple of good marks early on in the quarter. There's the kick from Marker, right down towards the full forward position. Sandland spoils from behind, gets rid of Andrews. It's snapped in by Voigt. This is going to go close. If it breaks, it did, but not close enough. 1 point, and the Bays go to 5 goals. 6 trailing Central District, 6-12, so it's 2 goals the difference. Central District's lead.
Nice piece of direct football then. This is what you need on a day like this. Get some distance, and he had a bang, and it was nearly a goal.
Crone to kick in from full back. Central District's favourites at this stage with these conditions and leading by 2 goals. Here's the kick to the half-back line. It's knocked on by Central District right up towards centre wing. Vivian streaks out after the ball. Good wet weather football. Kicked it off the ground down towards Skinner. He's beaten for it, however, by Ken Smith. Comes away from the half-back line, and his clearing kick up towards centre wing. A cannon into the back of Rawson. Play-on's called. Find the ball at the moment's the problem. Taken by Mulholland. Kick towards the centre of the ground. Streaking through is Peter Marker. He drives the ball down into the forward pocket. Wayne Phillis is there, number 20 for the Bays. Pursued by Central District's opponent there, number 27 is Fairclough. They have a sachet right, sachet left, and out of it comes Voigt. Voigt doubles back. He's a bit too inclined to pivot, and again he's caught for holding the ball, and that's the 3rd time that's happened to him today. On one occasion, he did a triple pivot and eventually got pinned for holding the ball. Much to his disgust, but quite correctly. Kicked by Big Fairclough up towards centre wing and marked by Rosewarne. He and Castley had a good tussle in the first term, but I thought Rosemore got on top in the second term. There's his kick towards centre half forward. Ball dribbling through towards the goal, picked up and cleared here by Julian Swinstead to the centre of the ground. Moss in the front position, kept it partly in front of him. Coming through, Rosemore with his eye over the ball. Rawson gets shoved out of the pack for the Bays. Picked up by Hockridge. This is perhaps his best quarter. Kicks to the half-forward line. Double grab there by Sandlin. Off hands, grabbed and slammed in by the Bays. Rawson, I think it is. And he's brought up a goal. A handy one for them when they trailed by 12 points. Voigt it was.
2 goals to Voigt, and that's the way to do it. Off the front of the pack for mine. Sandlands patted it out to him. A good piece of football. Didn't try and mark it. He was in trouble with Andrews. Patted it out. Voigt takes it off the front and bangs through the centre. An extremely handy goal. Central Districts, I think, have the favour of the breeze in this quarter. I think it switched a little bit, and they want to keep going. Central 6-12, Glenelg 6-6.
15-minute mark, 1 goal in advantage of Central Districts. Barnum gets the tap, and it's taken away here by Central Districts and Vivian. His kick is smothered, picked up well by Peter Marker. Peter Marker with a short kick goes looking for a teammate over there in 27 in Morgan. Central Districts working the ball close to the boundary line off the boot of Andrews, and a throw-in will take place outer side of the oval. You've got a better picture in yours Channel 9 screen than, quite frankly, we have up here. It's very, very dark at the Central Districts oval. Throw in. Over there is Barnum, gets the tap to a beauty. Taken eye here by Castley, well backed up. He tries to bulldoze his way through a pack of players, can't do so. Players throwing themselves in sheer desperation on top of the ball, and umpire Max O'Connell has got a very awkward job at the moment. The ball is out of, no it's not, it's going to be bounced down again. Right half forward flank, Barnum got the tap, but it was sharked away by Marker. He hand passes over to Rosewarne. Rosewarne's kick is not a good one. Goes in towards the centre of the ground. And by gee, look at Ainsbury go. He's going very fast. He falls over, unfortunately, at the wrong time. Picked up here quickly by Mobbs. Mobbs with good balance. Ran a good 10 yards. Hand passes to Vivian. Vivian doesn't know which way to go. Onto his left foot. Well done, Norsworthy. He knocked it off. Mobbs went through without the ball, unfortunately, for Central Districts. A shovel out to Mobbs. Mobbs over the way. Trying to take possession is Johns. He's met heavily. Over there is Saywell. Tries to kick it off the ground. Picked up here by Smith, the Moss. Moss bursts away with sheer strength. By geez, got some pace for a big man, Moss, as he drives it out towards the left half back flank. Across there is Barnum. Barnum getting those big long legs working. Traps it well. Hand passes back in the direction of Castley. He got a lucky bounce. Came off an opponent's face. Goes out the way of Davis. Davis couldn't trap it. Ainsbury tackled. Play on, says the umpire. Oh, that was a bit of a roughie game. Wally.
Yes, he had the ball. He's played on. Gone for the short
Plays on immediately out. It's going to be marked here by Mulholland. No, it's not. It's Peter Nix.
Peter Nix it is. He's got a short, long arm Guernsey on now.
Peter Nix goes in towards centre half forward, and young Vivian is marked just forward or backward of centre half forward. Scoreboard reads Central District 6-12, Glenelg 6-6. Central still holding on to a 1-goal lead. The kick goes out, taken here by Saywell. He taps it over to Sonny Morey. His left foot kick goes up into a hive of Central District players. There's a bad mistake. Glenelg will capitalise on this. Caldwell tackled whilst not in possession, and will get the free kick.
Harry
Kernahan, I think.
Kernahan, beg your pardon. Harry Kernahan in the right full-back pocket. Not too many leads offered.
Lack of talking then by Central's cost them dearly in. They could have got a goal from there.
They could have. There's the kick from Kernahan's. Not a good one. Will fall short. But Terry Crabb has jumped in front of Sonny Morey and has marked. Quite a good performance this afternoon from Terry Crabb. There goes that awkward-looking kick. But there's a hive of Glenelg players there. Picked up by Laurie Rosewarne. Gets the kick in. Trying to take possession is Julian Swinstead. Shovels a hand pass out to teammate there, Peter Nix. He keeps his eye on the ball. Battles away. Trying to take it away there is Rawson. Can't achieve that. It's taken away here by Central Districts. Over there in Vivian. Norsworthy has it. Shows it. Goes for the short kick further afield. Mobbs has it. Mobbs with a long hand pass out the way of Skinner. Skinner barges off after the ball. But also going across there hard is Ken Smith. Skinner across there, Ken Smith and Skinner battling for possession. Neither one can get it. Smith wins the duel, kicks it off the ground. Vivian comes in, can't control it. It's certainly slippery. Over there is Colby. Colby keeps his body over the top of the ball. Players just throwing themselves desperately after it. Mulholland has possession now. He ducks around, goes for a short kick the way of Lyle Skinner. The ball eludes that player. In there is Daly. Daly pushed forward. Umpire O'Connell will bounce it and Max Hall will call it.
And if the players look to be making a lot of mistakes from the comfort of your lounge room at the moment, they are, but conditions here at Elizabeth are shocking. You can't see the heavy rain or all of it that's coming down. The wind's still strong, and there's anything that will win this game, it's just sheer determination. Here's the kick away towards centre half back. The whistle is gone. Players waiting for the decision. What is it, Wally?
It happened behind the play, right back in the back pocket, a free up the ground, and a good one too. He was hit after he'd got rid of the ball.
Rexy Voigt to take the free kick for the Bays, and he'd be one of their best today. He's been in everything. Good roving performance from him. Kicks towards centre half forward. Fred Phillips in front. Off hands comes to Davis, the half-back flanker for Central District. Playing well. Kicks it straight towards Hockridge. Oh, he didn't know the player was there. He played on. He'd go for holding the ball. He was very lucky he didn't, as it's picked up by the Bays through marker. Kicked out to the half-forward line. Taken here by Sandland. He had a good first term. There's his kick into the forward pocket. Fred Phillips, if he can pick the ball up, he can't. He traps it off of his legs, and it'll be a throw in the left full forward pocket. Don't forget our Channel 9 footy show at 12 noon tomorrow, and if it's cold and blustery as it is here at Elizabeth today, you'll really enjoy it in your warm lounge room watching Eldon Crouch host our Channel 9 footy show, and we'll have a most interesting panel discussion on who is the most dynamic player yet seen by the panellists. Throw in, coming from the back, it's knocked down by Fairclough. The forward pocket, scooting away with it there for Centrals is Andrews, the centre half-back. Up to the half-back line, and that'll be Vivian. Number 37 for Central Districts has won his wing hands down all day. Kicks towards the centre of the ground, goes past Mobs, comes to Colby. He's running the wrong way, couldn't get around. A left footer, no one backed up for him. He had to kick around his body. It's picked up here by Vivian again. Oh, he can scoot along this lad. Kicks it from centre wing, a long one. Mulholland in front. Nearly took the good mark, bounced off his chest. They're hanging on to him, he hasn't got the ball, and he'll get a free kick at half forward right.
Good decision and good football by Vivian. That was his 20th kick.
Seen the lead out there, Skinner who started the day at centre half forward. Didn't go well, had to be shifted. Kicked it very high towards Saywell, who's marked everything to date. Couldn't mark that one, taken by Ken Smith. He's robbed of the ball, into a scrimmage. Marker's got the ball, heads out of the pack, and umpire O'Connell says, I'll have it. Only 6 points the difference. Central District's lead here in the rain at Elizabeth. Central District's coming out through Skinner with a handball over, finds Mulholland, I think it is, shoots for the goals. Across the face of the goal, still in play in the forward pocket. Now it runs out. Throw in. 6-6 Glenelg, Central District 6-12. They've had 6 more scoring shots than the Bays. In front, Harry Kernahan appeared to get the tap down. Daly gets to the front position, trying to play for the free kick, and eventually it'll be a throw in again. Waiting for the throw in, it's Hockridge, number 5. And number 26 is Casserly. 28's Casserly, tried to hook it back like a rugby scrum. Couldn't do so. Daly with the ball. Bounce and throw up from umpire O'Connell. Tap down by Hockridge. Daly trying to work it through the pack. Handball out. Morey, if he can get it, collides with his teammate Norsworthy. A lot of players there in front of goals, making it difficult for Centrals. They want a few out of there at the moment. Morey's got it. They've got Morey. He'll get a free kick for a shove in the back in a very handy position. Thank you very much. If he can make the distance, he's in the ideal kicking position with the breeze coming almost from his back. We're looking over his shoulder here from our vantage position in the Channel 9 viewpoint. It'd be 45 yards out. He hooked it badly, and again it's a throw in the left full forward pocket.
Conditions very, very difficult. It's pouring with rain, and the wind is a gale, and the ball's very, very slippery. It's easy to make mistakes, as you can see on the screen. They're trying hard for mine. It'll be the gamest side and the strongest side at the finish.
Caldwell to bring the ball back into play. A short lead on from Laurie Rosewarne, and it's played off on this occasion.
He'd wanted to have been very sure of it that time, Ian.
Certainly would have, because he made a shocking mistake earlier on, which capitalised in a goal for Central Districts. There's a kick from Rosewarne. Kernahan carted underneath it. Going in there is Mobs. Casserly taps it out to Mulholland. Well done. Mulholland jams it on his boot. Taken here, though, by Caldwell. Well, not a good kick. Picked up here by Saywell. Well smothered. Good smother there by Caldwell. That's courage when you can go in and block it off the boot like that. Umpire Max O'Connell will bounce it on the left half forward flank. 24 minutes into the third quarter. Up in the air goes a pack of players, picked up here by Caldwell. His kick will be intercepted by Fairclough, or dropped the easiest of marks. It is a greasy ball, but he shouldn't have dropped that one. Comes around, hand passes, put his teammate there under pressure, and Johns sends it down towards the right full forward pocket, and it's been marked there by Daly, and what better player you could have than marking the ball in Daly. He's a reliable kick for goals. He's got 2 to date, and each week he picks up his 3 goals. Let's see what Daly can do with it. Into a stiff breeze. moves in, a wet ball. It's on its way. Oh, 1 point. Was bad luck, Wally made.
Well, yes, a bad kick also. You've got to make sure of them, wet or not, because a goal here or a couple could just about seal the fate of any side. Central District 6-13 are leading Glenelg 6-6, and that's the difference. 7 points more kicked by Central District.
Caldwell brings the ball back into play with a high drop punt towards the left half-back flank. Players go down, comes off hands, Rex Voigt's in there, shovels a hand pass out, trying to take it away as Wayne Phillis. His kick is blocked. Ball on the ground, Central District's in there in mobs. Mobs battling along for possession. It goes the way of young Skinner. Skinner's carted off the ground. Moss tries to kick off the ground. It's taken here. Glenelg working it in towards the centre. Morey has it, bursts away. There goes the kick on its way. It looks a beauty too. Oh, floats off line again. 1 point.
6-14 Central District, 6-6 Glenelg, and I'd say it again, a couple of goals now, if they could only get them on the board, could pay dearly.
Time on period as Caldwell brings it back into play with a high kick towards the left half-back flank. In front of the pack was Farnham. It goes over the way of Vivian. Central District's doing all the attacking. Goes up the way of Skinner. He drops the greasy ball, comes back. Good control, comes onto his left foot. Hand passes to Casserly. Casserly tries to get away with it, can't do so. Hand pass to Colby of Glenelg. The Bays work it over. Ainsbury tries to use his head, can't do so. Davis comes away, takes the crumbs. Left kicks towards the left centre wing. Norsworthy coming down hard. Oh, Mick Crabb, there was courage. Both players went in hard. Morey has it. Morey's kick is not a good one, and it goes out of bounds on the full. There was some courage there, Wally, from Norsworthy and Crabb.
Norsworthy and Crabb, both small players. Norsworthy straight at the ball, and he used the shoulder well. He hit Crabb hard.
Caldwell has the relieving kick on his mark. There's 31 Saywell, still in a short sleeve Guernsey. Caldwell's kick is high, goes out towards the left half-back flank. Harry Kernahan into the air. Mulholland hand passes to Casserly. Casserly quickly onto his boot, back towards the half-forward flank. Mobbs tried to take it, couldn't get it. Now he has it. He bursts away. There goes the kick. It looks all right too, and it's straight through. A beauty volley made.
This one could make the difference. That's Bob's second goal. Quick to pick up a mistake. 2 good goals on the board off the half-forward flank. Straight in. Had 10 kicks, kicked 2 goals, and that's a very, very handy goal. Central District 7-14, Glenelg 6-6. Make no mistake, Glenelg not finished, because I believe the wind is favouring the end that Central District are kicking 2 now.
Umpire Max O'Connell to bounce, and at the moment the Bay's not doing it well, and they'll be struggling to get out of this one as the Centrals win the tap down. Comes down to Kernahan, drops it onto his boot. There's a Central District player down behind the players. It's kicked down to full forward. Ainsbury with the run of the ball, but it's kicked by a Central District player in Davis, and he socketed it through for a behind, and that seems fairly sensible football in view of the conditions. On your Channel 9 screen at the moment, it's Fairclough down behind the play. He got a whack at the centre bounce, and seems to have got it in the groin, and it'll be a bad day for one of those. Here's the kick in by Central District's fullback there in Crone. Off hands. Handball out of the pack by Andrews. Taken by Rawson. Rawson for the Bays, a little left footer looking for marker in that forward pocket. There he is, number 8 in your screen. It's past him for a throw in. 7-14 Central Districts, Glenelg 6-7. I do think Wally May's right in what he said, that the breeze has switched from the first half, and if anything is now favouring the northern end, of which we originally wrongly thought it was favouring. From the throw in, Farnham gets the tap down. Rawson with a handball out, trying to find Voigt. Sheer courage in the packs at the moment. Coming out of it, Nix clearing it away, the half-back flank. A good spoil there by Centrals. Crabb's got the ball, drops it onto his boot, kicks it high towards the full forward position. Fred Phillis edged his opponent out. Voigt goes to the ground. Kick out of the pack by Centrals, up towards centre half back, and a good running mark to Rawson. That was a clever mark. Had the ball coming over his shoulder and had to glue his eyes on it. A courageous mark. He's kicked a goal. He's at centre half forward at the moment. He'll be outside scoring distance. Should be able to put it up somewhere near the square. He has. Phillis flies against 2. Off hands. Picked up there and cleared by Swinstead for Central District. A long clearing kick to the half-back line. And there's the siren for three-quarter time, with Central District having a handy lead in view of the conditions. They lead by 13 points. 7-14, 56 points to Glenelg, 6-7, 43. That's the state of the game here at Elizabeth Oval. You're viewing on Channel 9. Got up close. Rightio. Play about to start in the final term here at Elizabeth Oval, and we've seen a most interesting game. At quarter time, Glenelg led by 22 points, and at one stage of the first quarter in dry conditions they looked as though they were getting a strong grip when they led by around 5 goals. But Central's not to be denied, came back in the second term, kicked 4 goals for, and led by 4 points at quarter time. At that stage, Glenelg had only kicked 2 points in the second term. As it is at the moment, it's only 13 points the difference, favouring Central Districts. Wayne Phillips gets the big knock from the centre bounce to put the Bays in. Blocked by Norsworthy. He kicks to the half-forward line. Buttons on. This is a good move by the Bays, I think, to get a fresh player onto the ground. They've had a couple going pretty ordinary today. Kick off the ground there, attempted by Ken Smith. Rex Voigt takes the ball. He's got it again now. He dropped it. I thought he would have gone for holding the ball. He's been one of the Bays' best today. He's been in everything. One of the few that's done the job for them on the day. Farnham gets up, gives the ride, but it's missed. Taken now. Punched away there by Vivian. He's had a good day. Voigt again. He'd get my best for the Bays today. Here's his kick from centre wing. Down towards the forward pocket. Phyllis tries to knock it on to Sandland. That was good football. Sandland steadies and through it goes for a 6-pointer. And the Bays are back in this one. 7 goals, 7, trailing Central District 7-14 by 7 points.
Yes, and a nice piece of coaching by Curley for mine. Buttons on, and for mine, Sandland's on a half-forward flank, and he's got the use of this breeze. He was in the right place, the right player in the right place. He's right over on this side of the ground, and he used the ball well then. A good goal. He has kicked what now? Sandland's two goals and been quiet, but I'll tell you what, 2 goals in a day like this, valuable.
Smart move too to bring on a new player at three-quarter time. They had both reserves on the bench, and there must be some very tired players out there. There's the bounce. Farnham in the front position. Gets the tap Daly. Daly knocks it on towards the half-forward line. Taken by Moss. He's been one of their best today. Had a real good day. Kick off the ground by Ken Smith. Taken by Voigt again. He's in everything. Kicks towards centre half-forward. Phyllis shoves his full-back in under the ball in Crone. Thought he could have had a free kick, but umpire O'Connell wasn't down there. Clearing kick by Centrals to the half-back line. Spoilt there by Vivian. Vivian's back in there. Handball by Norsworthy. Castley knocks it on towards Morey. Morey can't handle a wet ball. It's raining again heavily. Goes on hands and knees trying to get the ball. Hand pass out of the pack is not a good one towards Hockridge. Going back in after it is Rawson. He's playing at centre half forward, and as Wally told you, the Bays have made the good move in bringing their Sandlin out to the attacking half forward flank. There's Farnham. Gets the tap down again. Central Districts with a clearing kick towards the centre of the ground, and in front it's no play-on's called, and it'll be a bounce at midfield. There's umpire O'Connell telling that it came off hands. Moss not happy about it at all. The throw up. Wayne Phillips got the tap down. They're hanging on to the Central Districts player there in Norsworthy. I thought he could have had a free kick. Rawson's got the ball, loses it. Rosewarne's got it. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Picked up quickly, going in towards goals. There is Osborne. His long kick into the square. And running now out of bounds in the left full forward pocket. We've had 3 minutes of the final term with the score Central District 7-14, leading Glenelg 7-7 by 7 points. Don't forget our Channel 9 footy show at 12 noon tomorrow, hosted by Elton Crouch. We'll have Dennis Jones in from Central Districts to tell the coach's side of this one.
Throw-in takes place. Picked up quickly here by Glenelg in Osborne. Over to Phyllis. A long one to Marker. Marker with a left foot jams his boot into the ball, but it goes out of bounds on the full. It's all Glenelg at the moment, Wally May.
And out about that, they've got the use of the breeze for sure. And they've got the right players out on this side of the ground. Number 8, you see Marker and Sandland's 2 valuable players, and they know where to get if they can find them. Central Districts are in bother.
Next to bring the ball back into play. Kick's not a bad one either, right up towards the half-back flank. Osborne puts his hand up, can't do much else, comes back, has possession, straightens, breaks away, there goes the kick, right up towards the square. Back there is Swinstead, and Swinstead cuts the ball across for one behind.
They've got Daly out there on his own at the moment. They want to get the ball there quickly, Central District. It's too late now. The mob's out there, and time's slipped away.
Crone to bring the ball back into play. left foot. Not a bad kick either, actually, under the conditions. It's a ripper. Goes right out. Castley tried to tap it forward. He's overdone this tap business this afternoon, and it's been marked by Rosewarne. Rosewarne straightens up, sends it across the centre half forward. Very simple mark drop by Morgan. He recovers well, gives it to Marker. Marker kicks forward. Mulholland tried to take it. Across there is Boyd. He's the danger man. Bangs away, and Glenelg have got their second goal in the fourth quarter.
Well, Boyd, a very, very valuable player. A beauty. 3 goals on the board, 19 kicks. He's as game as Ned Kelly. He'll go anywhere to get a kick. This is the type of player that can pull you out of the soup on a day like this. There's not much in it. 56-56. We've played 5 minutes, and Glenelg have got the use of the breeze, if any.
5-minute mark, final term. Rex Boyd would be my best for the Bays today. He's been in everything, and one of the few that's given them 4 quarters, and there's not too many that have. Hockridge is beaten there by Castley, the centre player, getting the knock towards centre half forward. Mobbs is beaten for pace here by Ken Smith. Gets away for the Bays. Kicks to the centre of the ground, and a good mark taken here by number 6 for the Bays is Osborne. Osborne plays it on wide to the half-forward flank. Finds Morgan. Oh, he's slow. Too slow. Though he gets the kick on, and it's a good one, and taken here by Rawson. He's kicked a goal, and he's in the ideal position. If he's to kick another one, he's got the breeze at his back. It's a cross breeze favouring this northern goal to which he's kicking, and he'd be 45, 50 yards from the goal. He hasn't allowed enough of the breeze. It's screw punt, tapped away. Taken by Julian Swinstead. Clears from the back pocket for Central District. Out past the scoreboard, half back flank. Taken here by Marker. He's another one that's done well for them today. Picked up, kicked by Sonny Morey from the half back flank up towards the centre half forward position. Saywell dwelled on the ball. You can't do it. Coming through's Caldwell. Gets a shove. Gets the handball on, finds Colby. Colby goes towards the half-forward line. Hockridge goes up, number 5. He's had a much better second half than his first, taken by Mulholland. He kicks to the centre of the ground, finds Vivian. He's one of their best. He'd have to be in their best 2 or 3 for Centrals today. Played particularly well at centre wing, had much the better of Morgan. Kicks towards centre half forward, dropped by Skinner. He hasn't had the best of days. Missed there by Button. Comes now to Norsworthy. He's a danger. Shoots it in towards the goal. This is going to be close. And it bounced the wrong way as far as Centrals were concerned for 1 point, taking them to a lead of 1 point.
Well, you're quite right with Vivian. He's had 21 kicks, and there's another player that's done well for them in Norsworthy, just missing. They haven't given up. They lead by a point. There's still plenty left in it. We've played 6 minutes.
Caldwell to bring the ball back into play. He goes round the outer side of the oval. Good direct kick finds Marker. Marker plays on immediately, sends it down, tacking, but it's been marked here by Tony Castley, acting captain for Central Districts. He directs play back down towards Saywell. Oh, Saywell has 2 bites for Terry. Good mark there. It was a greasy ball. Came back, plays on immediately, up the way of Mulholland. Mulholland waits for the ball to come to him. Screws onto his left foot. There's no one up there. This mark taken away here by Button. Button onto his left foot, sends it towards the left half-back flank. Here's a battle royal coming across here as Vivian comes across, takes possession, comes back on around onto his left foot, straightens up, now goes to the drop kick onto his right foot, out the way, finds a teammate over there in number 9, which is Johns. Johns' kick goes in towards the right foot forward pocket, and it's been marked by Mulholland. Well, Central District coming back hard now after Glenelg banged on 2 goals in the first 5 minutes.
Mulholland, 27 kicks, not a bad effort in the forward pocket. A cute angle, could do it from there though.
This is certainly a breathtaking sight as he goes in. It floats across. No one home. It goes across the other side. Lyle Skinner's in there. Could get the hand pass to Sonny Morey if he can get possession. Tried to balk back into his opponent. Sonny Morey has it now. Jams onto his boot. High kick goes right up towards the square. Up in the air goes O'Connor. Can't control it. Barnum's in there too. O'Connor pats it along. Pats it forward. Gives it to Mulholland. Mulholland tries to get away with it. Hockridge very slow. In there is O'Connor with boot strength, and this is what you want. In there is Norsworthy. Tries to take possession. Can't do so. It's not Norsworthy actually. It's young Johns. Battle of players go on, and a bounce down will take place just about 10 yards off the square.
Quite the difference. Central's lead.
The tap is taken by Hockridge, was picked up here by O'Connor. O'Connor tries to jam it onto his boot. Ray Button's back there, and Ray Button with dry hands has marked the ball.
This move paying off for the Bays. This would be the 4th time that he's had a touch in the opening minutes of this final term. Came on at 3/4 time.
There goes the kick out towards the half-back flank. It's taken off hands by Laurie Rosewarne. State player against Victoria. Sends it down towards the left wing. Across there is Big Barnum. Oh, that could have been a kicking in danger. battling away with possession of the ball as Osborne. The quick hand pass goes out to his teammate there in number 9, which is Rawson. Rawson kicks towards the left half forward flank, and a good mark taken by Fairclough, and he's in a lot of trouble actually.
He was hurt just before three-quarter time. I saw Jones test him in the three-quarter period, had a good look at him, but he's on one leg.
See what he can do now as he kicks this ball forward. They need big men at the moment. There goes the kick. Oh, that hurt. Falls to the ground. No one up there. Marker allowed to go up unopposed. In there is little Mulholland using his body well, but also is Harry Kernahan. Picked up in defence by Smith. He sends it over. Oh, high in the air went Button. Rosewarne has it. He's met heavily by Nix. The kick goes out towards the right half forward flank. Across there is Skinner and Ainsbury. Ainsbury's a flyer. There's no doubt about that. Kicked off the ground well by Colby. In there goes Swinstead. He's played a great game. Nix is in there also. The ball bounces awkwardly for that player, but he still keeps after it in dogged-like fashion. It's kicked off the ground by Glenelg. Ainsbury has it. Hand passes to Colby. Colby with a long kick. It's on its way. Phillips tries to use his body. It goes away of Sandland. Sandland jams his boot to the ball, but it goes out of bounds on the full. Wally May.
1 point the difference in Glenelg in attack again. 2-3 kicks and they're down there and they look good. Central District's got to tighten up on this defence. They lead and they won't give up. We saw Nix on his hands and knees diving for the ball. They're game enough, Central.
Crone's kick at the 10-minute mark, final term, up to the half-back line in front for Central Districts, shoveling the handball out. Kick away by Sonny Morey, deep to the half-back line, trying to find Casserly there for Central Districts. Couldn't do so, and it'll be a throw-in over on the far side. Don't forget our Channel 9 footy show tomorrow at 12 noon. Wayne Phillips, number 20 in ruck for, and number 20 Farnham for Central Districts, gets the tap down, comes to Rosewarne. He doubles back, long handball over, looking for Morgan, but it fell too far short. Mulholland trying to work the ball forward. Very strong play from him, but unfortunately for him, goes to the ground, and it'll be ball up from umpire O'Connor. Throws it up. This will help Farnham. Yes, he gets the tap, but playing on the check side's Rosewarne. Kicks it to the half-forward line. Voigt trying to play from behind. Takes the ball with him. Tried to balk. He's perhaps trying to do too much, but no, he gets a strong kick. This is going to land in the square. Sandland's got it, and it's a good mark right in the square. Now, where will he have to take this from? A hard decision for umpire O'Connell because he was running as he took it. And I'd say that'd be a pretty fair guess on a 45-degree angle. He's on the right side of the ground. This is an important one for the Bays. He's kicked one. You can hear the hush around the ground. He's kicked two, Wally May tells me. He's kicked three, and it's a handy one at the 11-minute mark for the Bays, and they go to a 5-point lead.
And a good move again, I say it, by Neil Curley. Sandland's beaten at centre half forward, slipped out onto the flank. Andrews has gone with him, but he's a dangerous player. He's had 11 kicks. He's kicked 3 goals on a day like this, and he's just put Glenelg in front, and they've got the use of the breeze.
Well, Ian Aitken correctly picked the breeze in the first half, and Wally May correctly picked the break in the breeze after half-time. I've got no doubts in saying now it's favouring the northern end, and Central District used it to its full in the third term. Here's the tap down at centre. Centrals won't be denied, but it's picked up here by Wayne Phillips. Kick forward towards centre half forward. Sandland tries to take a diving one-handed mark, and so too did his Central District opponent in Andrews. These two had some good marking duels early in the day. Here's the throw up. Kernahan in front, but again Farnham gets it down. Casserly with a handball out of the pack, missed by O'Connor, taken by Rosewarne. Rosewarne's long kick, it's in the square. Phyllis running straight towards the goal. Voigt's there and it'll break through for a goal. Wally May, what a goal.
Well, how was that? 50, 60 yards. How did Voigt leave it alone? I tell you what, the right decision, and through she goes. Well, this makes a lot of difference to the game now. A handball then by Casserly to nothing. Rosewarne with 23 kicks has kicked the goal from the centre of the ground. Hermione's beaten Casserly, and that was a mistake. You've got to kick the ball on a day like this.
What a magnificent kick that was. Through for 6 points just when they needed it. He's another one that's done the job for the Bays today, Rosewarne. What a magnificent kick. The centre bounce. The big chap gets up again. Gets it down for Central District. Casserly in the front position, trying to do everything. Gets it out to Norsworthy. Oh, unfortunate for Centrals then. That penalised him. O'Connor's got the free kick. At any rate, here's his kick to the half-forward line. Colby makes the front position in front of Skinner. It'll be a throw-in in front of our Channel 9 telecasting point. 10-8 Glenelg, 7-15 Central Districts. We're at the 12.5-minute mark, final term.
Throw-in to take place, right half-forward flank. Farnham gets the tap. It'll be taken away here by Smith. The kick is smothered off by Norsworthy. That's courage. Smith comes back after the ball. Bragwell's not in possession. Umpire calls play on. Moggs gets a hand pass over to his teammate there, and John skids to the ground. Taken away here by Wayne Phillips, and quite rightly so, the free kick will go to Wayne Phillips. All Central Districts certainly badly need to get a goal to keep their morale up at the moment as Phillips kicks in towards the centre of the ground. Marker missed the it wasn't Marker, it was Crabb. Taken here by Sonny Murray. He bangs the ball right up towards the square. Sewell tries to take it from behind. Coming away there is Button. Button slips over at the wrong time. The ball goes out the way of O'Connor. O'Connor with a hand pass out towards Casserly. Casserly limping badly at the moment. He taps the ball onto the ground. Taken away here by Moss. Moss is emptied out. Phyllis is in there. Mulholland dropped the ball. Play umpire has seen it too. And Harry Kernahan has been awarded the free kick from the back pocket. Kernahan, last line of defence. Badly need a goal at the moment, the Bulldogs. There goes the kick from Kernahan. Dropped short. Up goes Big Barnum. Couldn't control it though. It goes out. Taken away here by John.
Here's a kick at centre half back. Norsworthy had the ball. He's lost it. Taken by Moss. Moss kicks up towards centre wing and finds a teammate there. Wasn't allowed to go on with it. That's Osborne. Osborne now for the base. Puts it to the centre of the ground.
Taken away here by Rawson. Rawson ducks away. Murray tried to take it off the boot. Taken away here by Fred Phillips. He goes for the short kick towards the left half forward flank. Picked up well. Back the go of Phillips. Phillips loses control of it. Met heavily by Crone, but good work Fred Phillips. Kept his eye on the ball all the time. Still couldn't control it. Marker's in there. It's kicked away in defence by Fairclough. He's in a lot of trouble. Vivian's in there. Well played, Vivian. Phillips is all over the top of Vivian, and he should have got a kick for that one. And by golly, Wally, they could play heavily if they keep Fairclough on the ground.
He's got to come off now. This is the second time he's been down.
Phillips gets the kick. It gets the punch. Trying to take it away is Davis. Davis gets the boot into it. Mulholland comes after it. Very close to the boundary line. It's taken away here by Morgan, but the ball has been forced out of bounds from...
Jones is on and Fairclough's off. Big Jones is on the ground.
I think that's a move that should have been made 15 minutes ago, Wally. Evidently
Yes.
Fairclough wasn't right at three-quarter time. Here he is in your screen at the moment, coming off, and they had a big, fresh, fit ruckman there in Jones on the bench.
Barnum gets the tap. It goes out the way of O'Connor. Couldn't get control of it, but has been awarded the kick. He was held whilst not in possession.
Jones has gone to full forward and Sewell's on the ball as a ruckman.
Not a bad move either as Big Rod O'Connor bangs the boot into the ball. Mobbs backs into his opponent. It comes out the way of Casserly. Casserly hand passes again by G. I'm prepared to say that he's overdoing it now. Sewell gets it over. It's taken away here by Johns. It's towards centre half forward. Across down goes Skinner. Skinner chases after the ball. Can't get possession. Terry Crabb, well ridden by Skinner. Got a ball to it too. Well done. Goes out towards the left half forward flank. Norsworthy's across there. Also is Ray Button. Murray backs up well. Pats it along. Has control. He'll have to come back. Does so onto his left foot. Goes for a short kick out the way of Norsworthy.
Whoa.
Coming down Harris Cornwall. Norsworthy didn't shirk it. One bit. Well done. He sends it out towards it. Wasn't it Glenelg? Bring it out towards the half forward flank. Voigt, one of the best men on the ground, got emptied out. Work forward. Over there trying to take possession is Osborne. Osborne shovels it out to try and find a teammate. Osborne comes back after possession for the ball. Glenelg battling along desperately now. Going in there is O'Connor. Picked up by Rexy Voigt. Well done, Voigt. Held whilst not in possession. Will have to take a free kick.
Central District's making the mistake at the moment by tackling the player without the ball, and it's the Bays who are running on at the moment, playing front position and getting the free kick.
21 kicks to Rexy Voigt, a very, very valuable effort, and must be your best man on the ground for mine with 3 goals.
Here's his kick down to full forward, over the head of the pack. Ainsbury's the opportunist player there. He's taken to the ground, holding the ball, say the Central's fan. Knows his umpire O'Connell. He'll throw it up 45 yards from the Bay goals. Farnham gets the tap down on the check side. The body's going hard. Phyllis has got his body over the ball. Handball out is good, but unfortunately for Central Districts, the whistle had gone just when Mulholland looks set to take it away. Here's the throw up. Farnham with the tap down again, but it's pretty congested. Taken by Mulholland, works it onto his boot. Oh, coming through Marker, a good mark, and he's played well today. He's got the short one. He tries to work it over, trying to find his teammate in Morgan. Morgan hasn't had the best of days, but to give him his credit, he's stuck to his task. Hasn't given up trying all day. Only a youngster. Hasn't played very many league games for the Bays. Here's his kick. It's a strong one. Falling short of the square. And it's the Bay player in front. The mark hasn't been paid. Play-on's called. Phyllis tries to have a shot. Swung off his feet. Picked up there by Big O'Connor. He's kicked it high into the air. It may have gone 10 yards. Off hands. Central's player with a handball back to O'Connor again. Blocked off the boot. picked up by Central Districts. Nix it was trying to take it away, and he's going to get no free kick. Kicked away by Andrews towards centre half back. Skinner here. Got the ball, tackle him, threw it away, tried to take it through the half back line, from half back up towards centre wing. Mobbs has got the ball there. He was in the play in the first quarter, dropped out of it fair bit since then. Kicks to the forward line, tries to find his teammate here in Daly. Daly's got it, snaps it back in towards the goal. Jones is there, goes past his hand and will bounce through for one behind.
Jones under the ball then. Central Districts now 7-16, trailing Glenelg 10. I can't see it for the moment, the lads are in the way, but Glenelg looked at good. Glenelg 10-8.
Ball to go to the outer side of the oval. There goes the drop punt. It goes out the way of Marker, and Marker has marked. Good possession and good play by Peter Marker on the right half-back flank. Moves in, that's his 21st kick, I'm just told by Wally May. Kernahan tried to knock it on, taken away by Central Districts per the avenue of Maury. He can't get over and pick it up. Picked up now well by Marker. Marker sends it in towards the centre of the ground. Vivian waits for the ball to come to him. He has possession now, moves around. He's a speedster, this boy. Sends it deep in the way of Jones, and Jones could have marked but didn't do so. Ball battles on for desperation. It comes out the way of Mulholland. Mulholland tries to control it. He's battling against his own teammates. Johns has it. Johns straightens up. There goes the kick, and it's a beauty. Wally May.
How would you be? That's game. This Johns with 3 goals on the board. Centre half forward. And Central District fights back. A good effort by Johns. He's had 12 kicks. He's kicked 3 goals. And he's been invaluable to Sandlands for mine. You can't do much better than that. That was a good game goal. 8-16 Central District, 10-8, and that makes it even Steven for mine at the moment. I just can't see it. No, 4 points behind.
4 points. There goes the centre bounce down. Farnham gets up in the air. It's taken away here by Wayne Phillis. Backed up well as Harry Kernahan. Gets tackled. Coming away there is Nix. Nix has possession but can't control the ball. Up there is Kenny Smith. Gets emptied out of the way. Players throwing themselves on with sheer desperation. It comes out. Here's the opportunity for Norsworthy. Norsworthy gets a hand pass back to O'Connor. Good football. O'Connor sends it forward towards the right half forward flank. Oh, it goes over. Skinner. Hand passes to Mobbs. Here's the opportunity. Mobbs has lost possession at the crucial time. He's going up and down on the one spot. Taken here by Ray Button. Ray Button coming away, and Central's look very tired. As Button moves it in towards the centre of the ground. Rex Boyd gives a bullet-like hand pass over to Rosewarne. Rosewarne down the way of Ainsbury. Ainsbury has Davis coming in pursuit after him. Governor's back there is Roy. He tries to get the hand pass out to a teammate. Going across there is Casserly. Taps it back to Davis. Davis will go back the way of Casserly. Casserly going up and down on the one spot also. He pats it off the ground. He can't do anything else other than pat it at the moment. Players throw themselves on with sheer abandon, and a bounce down will have to take place in the right half forward flank.
21-minute mark, final term, anyone's game here at Elizabeth. The Bays needing the game desperately to keep in the final 4, with Norwood winning out at the parade. There's the tap down by the big chap Farnham. Voigt tries to burrow his way into the turf to grab that ball. He's still got it. Maury tackles him, throws him to the ground.
Wind is not a strong influence now.
No, it's died right out of it. You're quite right, Ian. There's Wayne Phillis, backs his way into the pack, knocked the Central District ruckman out of it. Farnham thought he might have had the kick for a moment. He's back into it, playing well for a big chap. There's Crabb, number 15, gets it out to Rosewarne. He hooks it around his body, comes to Nix. He mishandled on this occasion. He's got it. They seem to hang on to him. Taken away by Central Districts, cleared from that back pocket through Davis, up towards centre half back. Taken here by Johns. He doubles back, got away from Moss. Oh, he gets around him, shrugs clear from the centre of the ground, goes towards centre half forward. Button waits for it. He's got it. He's played well. This has been a good move by Neil Curley. Kicks towards centre half forward. Sandland up against Andrews. Off hands comes to Marker. Marker drops it onto his boot. Goes down to full forward. Crone's running with the ball, and it goes through for one behind to take takes the Bays 5 points clear.
Well, we've played 23 minutes. Marker has had 23 kicks. Button, very valuable, as you've been told, is kicking 50 yards every time he gets it. This Central Districts are not doing.
Crone kicks in. This is the game that could decide the final 4 in the final essence, in the final wash-up. There it comes down to Hockridge. Haven't seen much of him in this last term. Kicks into the forward pocket. Hand pass goes the wrong way. Taken here, and out of it comes Osborne. Into the forward pocket. Voigt's got it there. Seemed to drop the ball as he was tackled. Now he gets bowled over from behind. Umpire O'Connell content to let things run on in this last term, with things which would have been penalised earlier in the game going unchecked. There's the other Bay reserve warming up on the sidelines. It's Cale. Farnham gets the tap out towards Mulholland. Mulholland's got the run of the ball. kicks it to the half-back line. Good bumping exchange here between Wayne Phillips and his Central District's opponent. Taken and a handball across from Rosewarne over towards Colby. Oh, look at the bodies go in. Sonny Morey comes back into the play for Central District. Taken by the Bays. Short kick, running down towards their half-forward line. Picked up, handball away here from Casserly. Taken by Rosewarne. He's bowled over by Vivian. A good bump. And it'll be a bounce here at half-forward right. 5 points the difference. The Bays lead. Grabbed by Farnham. He was going to try and handball it away. He in turn was grabbed. Kicked by Osborne, and a free kick to the Central District, which is a very popular one with the Central District's O'Connor takes the ball. Kicks to the centre of the ground. Off hands. That's Skinner trying to knock it on, but it's knocked on by Button. He's been a damaging force for the Bays. Look at him cart it through centre half forward. He's come right from the back lines. Kicks to full forward. Tried to smother it. Voight's got it in the forward pocket. Doubles back. He's tackled. Tries to get it to Fred Phillips. He'll dummy it on. Gives it to Voight. Voight has a shot. Takes the big bump. Shoots. And it's goal! And what a game this boy's played. The best effort I've ever seen from him. A real good game, Wally.
4 goals and the gamest goal you could ever see. There was a big body coming straight at him. And what did he see? He saw the gap between the goals, put the ball through it and whacked with his 22nd kick. 4th goal, through it goes and down he goes. A magnificent goal.
Ball being relayed back into the centre of the ground. There's the scoreboard. Glenelg 11 goals 9. Central District's 8 goals 16. And it'd be a near miracle now if Central District's got out and won this. They'd need 2 goals. Only just about to go into the time on period. There's the throw up in the centre. Barnum gets the tap too. It's knocked away in the centre by Mobbs. It comes out the way of Vivian. Vivian tries to control it. Ducks back. Jones comes in and shepherded it off. Well done, Jones. Well done, Vivian. He sends it up towards centre half forward. You can say this, they're not quitting Central District. Skinner goes in. Either is Glenelg. As it's picked up, push forward there by Harry Kernahan. That's allowed to go on. Trying to take it away. It comes out the way of Casserly. Casserly knocks it forward. It goes out the way of John. John barges off. There goes the kick. It's not a good one. Goes out the way of Northworthy. And it's out of bounds in the right full forward pocket. And the Central District has still got a very, very slight chance, but it's very slight.
We just go into the time on period, and they are 9. Is it 9? Yes. 9 points behind.
Throw in, right full forward pocket. Up goes Big Jones. Taken away here by Wayne Phillips. Smothered off the kick. Well done. Take up by North.
Really?
Oh, a sweet goal, Wally May.
A ripper! Did you see that? Nowhere to put that ball through. He picks it up, bang through the centre, and Northworthy puts them back into it. This has been the game of games. There's no doubt about that. Northworthy's been a game player all day. Has got his first goal on the board. The difference now, 4 points.
Don't forget our 10 on 9 footy show at 12 noon tomorrow. You'll see Dennis Jones, the Central's coach, and Fred Phillips from the Bays discussing this big game. A bounce at centre. Wayne Phillips gets the tap down. It's taken away by Morey as we've had 60 seconds of time on. His kick down to the full forward position. Tapped across by Button over towards Kernahan. The handball across finds Caldwell. Caldwell from the back pocket out towards the half-back line. Off hands comes from Terry Crabb. The handball across from Rawson. The handball up towards centre wing. Dropped there by the big chap in Hockridge. His kick towards centre half forward. Over the miss by Davis. Picked up there by Swinstead, running the wrong way, gave it to his teammate, trying to barge his way through there for the Bays. Sandland was pushed aside. Swinstead kicks it off the ground, out towards the half-back line, tried to trap it off the ground. Sandland's got it. Davis has got it for Central District. Drops it onto his boot. Comes up towards the half-back line. Mulholland's got it. They tackle him. Rawson it was. Mulholland's got it again, goes to ground, and it'll be a bounce almost at midfield with only 5 points the difference, Glenelg leading, and at the moment that's the 5 points that could keep them their position in the final 4. The bounce at centre, tapped down by Central District through Farnham, out towards Vivian. He's been one of their best. Here's their chance. They go down to full forward. Saywell gets up high, can't pull it down. Oh, Central District player bowled over, no free kick, taken and kicked away. Hard by Morey. Morey going in towards an open goal. He shoots. This is going to be close, but no, fading away and out into the forward pocket.
Oh, out in the full too, what's more. This is not a place for faint hearts, Wally May.
No, sir, they played 3 minutes of time on. There's 5 points of difference as the ball comes back.
Ball brings the ball back into play, out towards the right half-back flank. A pack of players go up. It's taken away here by Johns. Gets a hand pass over the way of Mulholland. Mulholland tackle whilst not in possession, and he has to take a free kick. Oh, I tell you what, if he kicks this, I'll make him the Crown Prince of Adelaide. Central District still, but Glenelg certainly won't.
Mulholland has got the chance.
He's a
One
long way
goal
out.
on the board. He's a long, long way out. Very little breeze at the moment.
Moving in. Let's have a look at this. There it goes. It
Good
looks
kick.
a beauty. Well done, Central District. Oh, what the ripper that is.
They've hit the post.
And it's not over
by
yet.
1 point. 1 point the difference, Central District's lead, and we've had 4 minutes of time on, and that is the point that could now cost the Bays a chance for the final 4. And it's going seesawing backwards and forwards. In the stand here at Elizabeth, they're frantic. They're all standing up chanting. The big chappie gets it down. It comes to Vivian. Vivian's kick down towards the half-forward line. Ray Button streaks to the ball. Comes to Daly. Daly works it around his body. In towards the forward pocket. Kernahan's after it. Kernahan sees it go out of bounds in front of him. Could be a costly miss. It'll be a throw-in in the forward pocket. Central District's attacking and leading by 1 point. 10-16 to Glenelg, 11-9. We've had 4.5 minutes of time on. Here's the throw-in. Kernahan up, 2 hands. Knocks it down. Gathered by Mulholland, the hero. He kicks it into the forward pocket. Mark is there. He'll play it on. He'll have to play it on with time against the Bays. Goes towards centre half back. Central District have won. They've won it, and that one's really going to cost the Bays dearly. They're there on your Channel 9 screen. Let's see if we can pick up Dennis Jones. There he is. He's had a pretty disappointing year at times. But there's Dennis Jones in your Channel 9 screen, and they're frantic. They've won this one at Elizabeth by 1 point with 5 minutes of time on gone. And what a scene we're seeing. You'd think they'd won a premiership. And good luck to them too. They looked as though they were done with about, 4 minutes to go. They were 2 goals down, Ian, and they got out of it. Over to Ian Aitken for a comment.
Fantastic exhibition there by Central Districts. They look shot to pieces with 5 minutes to go, and a courageous performance by every player in the Central Districts. It was a great game out here at the Elizabeth Oval.
And Ian, of course, that's the game that could cost the Bays a chance in the forward. Nor would look as though they've won out at the parade today and won easily. So there's only 1 game the difference, and that final 4 is anything but settled. Quick comment from Wally May.
Due to the 2 rovers for Central Districts, they kicked the 2 goals and put them in front. Norsworthy with his 15th kick a goal. Mulholland from a free kick from his 29th a goal. A good effort by a little fella.
Right, what a game it's been here at the Elizabeth Oval. Don't forget to join us in the Channel 9 football show when Eldon Crouch, who picked today's game amid some opposition from other commentators, he's got the match of the day. He'll be in charge tomorrow, Sunday, and you'll be seeing Dennis Jones, and what a pleased man he is, and Freddie Phillips from the Bays discussing this game. A point win to Central Districts. You've been viewing on Channel 9, your commentators, Ian Aitken, former Claremont player, Wally May, former Sturt champ, and yours truly, Max Hall, signing off.